Welcome back, everyone. Coming back at you live. Evil Pig is here, and we are going to be creating another galactic cluster, this time starting from scratch. I just have my template out right now, and I'm going to show you that right now. As you can see, it's just a black square. That's literally all it is, just a black square. However, that's all that you see right now. See, in all actuality, it is a black square with a grid on top of it. A hexagonal grid, as you can see. That is what makes each sector, where I can actually see the stars and everything, where they're going to be placed. But we of course need it to be black to have the background of space. And little tidbit, space isn't really completely black, which is why we also have nebulas, stars, and things like that. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and start off with the stars right now. Right now we are actually messing with the Vampir Sector. Vampir Sector looks to me like it has primarily is orange right there. Maybe a bit of blue right there on the side, but red right there, and then the rest looks like it's going to be an orange kind of cluster, predominantly orange. So yeah, we can mess with that. So with that, then I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the primary orange kind of color for the stars. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit deeper in tone, like right there. Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and first get off of the erasing tool. We don't need that. We need the brush tool. And we need on stars. Here we go. And just kind of splatter it on there. That's all you really need to do. And now we saw some red, kind of, down here. So that's good. Go back up to, let's go with yellow. Just throw that in there. Now we did see a little bit of blue, actually, right there on the side. Just like a tiny bit. Okay, we'll go ahead and put some up there because, you know what, you never know with space. There's a lot of stuff going on with space. Now the Vampir Sector, it's going to be kind of out there, not really anything over here. There was a research facility at one point, but then research went haywire and they created some kind of weird, I guess I would say a parasite that then decided to grow its own intelligence and sentience, and it became its own being, and now they're known as the... Ooh, what are they known as? I can't remember their name. I know their planet name is Cordia. So, primarily because it's going based off of the cordyceps mushroom and everything. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot to show all that. As you can see, I placed the stars in there already. The not primary stars, but just the stars that are making up the galaxy. Sorry that I wasn't showing that at first. Oh well. You know what? Let's go ahead and try and figure out what these guys were named. I can't really remember, honestly. Expand universe info dump. Where are you at? There you are. Come on. There we go. So these guys, Necroian, the Necroian, that's what they're called. Yeah, they're a parasitic kind of race that feasts on living beings. And yeah, they're kind of far out there. How you doing, Wordsmith? So I'm going to go ahead and get this all set up to actually look like the background that I need it to look like, the spacey background. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to go up here to filter, I'm going to go to blur, I'm going to go to Gaussian blur, so that way it actually blurs outward and doesn't do anything weird. Now 38, hello! Hello Gwen, how you doing? 38 looks like it's going to be a bit much. Let's go ahead and go with, I'm thinking 7. Well, you know what? 10. 10 seems like it's a good round area. Okay, now with that, we have the background stars. So now we're going to go ahead and create the nebula. This is all the gas that's flowing throughout the stars. This is, you know, the space dust, the stuff that actually makes planets and stars. So for that, we're going to go to the nebula layer, and we're going to go ahead and just pick the colors that match with the stars, kind of, and just fill them in, just like that. There we go. And just let it be free with it. Let the, I guess, mouse take you on a journey. Let it guide you to where it wants to be. This is space. Like I was saying last stream. Yeah, Kanehurst is pretty difficult. Like I was saying last stream though, space it doesn't really care. It's not man-made, it's just there. It exists. Everything is thrown about without a care in the world. Well, I can already tell that this one's going to be an interesting galaxy, galactic cluster. There's some rules to it, yeah, gravity and everything, but I mean it's a natural kind of formation. It just forms with what's around. You don't have to really worry too much. It's not like you're drawing a building that exists on Earth that someone made. I don't know. Space is like the honey badger. Space don't care. Oh no, I have seen plenty of pictures of nebulas from NASA. By the way, I kind of messed with the chat, and I was thinking that maybe this was going to fix it, but I'm not totally sure. So, this is sort of the test run. Alright, and now we just have that one last corner that's up here. Okay, that's good. That's weird. I had to turn off latency, the low latency. I feel like there is too much darkness with this. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna go ahead and just stay with nebulas. But let's just say that there's not that many stars holding out over here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and say that the rest of these areas are just floating dust, waiting to actually form into something. You know, as I'm drawing this, I'm gonna go ahead and just say some things as well. Oh, good luck with 3 blood vials. I think I've come to this realization that I need to stay determined. I need to just keep on working. Not really care. Just keep working. Do not stop. Be determined. I will end up where I need to be. Things will happen. Yes. Channel my inner Undertale. And you know what? I think that people will love what I have to show them. So I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing, and eventually something will happen, and I'll be here waiting. And I will say that I cannot wait for the day, though, where I can just sit down and focus on this work. Exactly. Alright, now, I think with that, our nebulas are going to be done. It looks kind of weird right now, but that is because we still have to go through and, guess what? Gaussian blur it. Now this time, Gaussian blur, 10 isn't going to cut it. We're going to have to actually raise this up. See, now it's starting to look more like a nebula. We'll go ahead and go with 61.1 seems fine. Listen, we all start somewhere. I mean, your pixel art is a whole lot better than some other people's I've seen. So, but we all have growth. Even masters have growth. Alright, now with this, I'm going to go ahead and put in my dark matter. I'm making it kind of purple. In fact, it looks a little too purple to me, honestly. And let's go ahead and edit that a little bit. There we go, and now guess what? Our favorite friend, our happy colleague, you guessed it, Gaussian blur. Let's go and get that in there. Oh, yeah, we'll go with kind of like it being a little bit more prominent. That looks pretty cool. I'll go with that. Yeah. Just look at Hercules. I will go the distance. That's all I need. Alright, so with that, see how easy that was? We have made a galactic cluster nebula. It's ready now to place stars in it, the major stars. Now, one thing that I was noticing last night is that I placed way too many stars. Way too many. So, I was looking at everything on here. Yeah, true. That is Dark Souls. But I was looking at... Well, I guess I can go back here. Looking at everything on here, and looking at my other star systems that I made, the sectors. I mean... Save for the galactic center, or anything that's near the galactic center, because that's where majority of the stars are in the galaxy. But I mean, like, some of these places are just, look at this. Look at the Republic Sector. Very few major stars. So, this time around, I like this Oort, because making reference to the Oort cloud. I think it's fun. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and I guess maybe keep a number of stars here. You know what? Let's go ahead and roll for it. I have a bag of dice right here. What do you guys think that I should roll for the number of stars in a sector? How many major stars? I'm thinking maybe like 3d6 or something like that. That might even be too many. Maybe 3d4. Well, what do you guys think? One d12, but then there's going to be a possibility of only one star being in a sector. I don't know if I want that possibility. Maybe if it's like 1d12 plus 2 in space. In an entire sector, like one star and one major star in an entire sector. I don't know about that. Space is crazy, but I don't know about that crazy. I will stay with the 1d12, but I think I'm going to go ahead and make it so it's 1d12 plus 2. Just for my sanity. I'm sorry, Sequin. I just need it for my own sanity. And plus, for the gameplay. I don't think that Cordia would really like it if they only have their major star. Their capital, anyways. I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see better. Well, you know what, Gwent? I reject your reality. Well, no, I mean, I guess I really shouldn't be naming them nebulas. Really, the nebula that's in here is just space dust. These are really called sectors, is what I'm making. Sectors in the galaxy. Or a galactic cluster. A cluster of stars. Like, we're in a galactic cluster, we're in the local cluster. Nearest neighbor being Alpha Centauri. Yeah, which is the space dust, which is kind of why I named the space dust nebula. Because it really is just stars waiting to become. But we're getting off the topic now. I'm thinking 1d12 plus 2. To stick with your 1d12 idea. And to add my own little spin to it. So, let's go ahead and roll it. Okay. 7 stars. There are 7 stars in this cluster. 7 major stars anyways. I can deal with that. So let's go ahead and deal with the first one. We're going to go ahead and make this one a green star. Alright. That is going to be the Necroian's home star. So that's one. I'm going to make another one over here. 2. Okay, I think we're good on the green stars. I remember them. They were very annoying. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 7. Is it just me, or does it feel barren still? I don't know, 7 stars seems small. You have to remember, each of these 100 light years. That is a long distance. I mean, for us, we have quite a few stars within. I want to say it's 100 light years or it's 10 light years. And we have quite a few stars near us. Now, granted, they're not major stars. They're not going to be stars where we can actually inhabit them. But there are planets on them. Well, in their solar systems. Alpha Centauri. Let's see. Alpha Centauri is 4.367 light years away. Whenever I say major stars, I just mean a star that actually has a planet that has something built on it that is a primary source that you can go to in a game sense. Another thing is, I'm thinking that you're bringing too much real life into this. This is a fantasy environment, Quinn. This is... We have life everywhere in this solar system. We're not one-way realistic, and we're not one-way complete fantasy. We're in the middle here. Saying that, I think I am going to add just a couple more stars. So I'm going to go with that star right there. That star right there. I'll make that just an asteroid field. Yeah, so if you want to go, this would be a quicker route, but I mean, yeah. There we go. I feel like that is a good, I guess, spread of stars. I feel good about that. So let's go ahead and get into naming these stars. And you know what? I found an excellent way to name stars. I found an excellent resource. Instead of slamming my fists against my keyboard in a fit of rage trying to figure out a name, I found the Library of Babel. And if you guys don't know what the Library of Babel is, let me just show you. No, it is not your method. Although I did like your method. And well, I'll probably still use it. So let me show you the Library of Babel. So this thing is crazy. So let's go ahead and just say random. What do we get? We get this monstrosity. But you know what? I don't have to slam my fists against the keyboard. This is a full book, 410 pages of just nonsense. Like we can look through here and we can figure out, oh, you know what? That looks interesting. There we go. We found it out, guys. We got it. See, look at this. Gook. I'm pretty sure that's a racial slur, but it's in this book. This book of complete babble. Oh man. Yimad. Domi. This is beautiful though. Omdahi. Oh dang. Omdahi. Dahi. I like that Dahi. But that doesn't seem like a Necroian term for a star. What would they name their primary star? Let's go to a random page. What do we have here? Translate this page. What are you going to translate it into? That's good, Gwen. I'm gonna go ahead and say gag. Now, let's see here. Oh man, M6. Where does it say vor? Can I do a find on this? I don't know how I would do find on this. What line does it say vor? It says worm. Line 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. That's not Vor. That's VCRE. It's close. It's very close to Vor. But of course, somewhere in here it is going to say Vor. This book literally has every single possible interpretation of the alphabet. I mean, you can find the entirety of the Harry Potter books in this library. It's just because it's every single possible way that you can type on the keyboard with every single character. I mean, in fact, in here it has your entire chat. This book. It knows what you're going to type next. It has that in there as well. The only problem is it also has an infinite amount of this. Fart. Zluz. Zosas. Muir. Yibbers. Vort. Voort. 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 I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. That's what's going to be named. Yes, it literally did. I mean, the program that I was just showing you. This is a program. It like I said, it has every single possible interpretation. It's infinity. It just randomizes. All right. So, what was I saying the word was? Dang it. Yes, void. Nope, I need to be black. No, I'm not naming it that. Viort. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to our handy dandy, whatever this is, scars. Look at that. I found another word. Jur. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. That star's gonna be right over here. DJ. Should it just stay the same? DJJR? Jur? Maybe DJER. Jur. Yeah, we'll go with that. DJER. Jur. Alright, what else do you have for me? Dijkstra? Dijkstra. Okay then, I can go with that. What do you think? What do you think Dijkstra should be? Oh, never mind then. Alright, random page. What do you have for me? 135. Okay. Ooh. I do like that, but how would you say it? Like, Vizor? Vizor? I have no idea. Vizor. Vizezor. 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 Okay. Go ahead and put that one up here. Viezor. I do. It's very quiet though. The music isn't as important as my speech, my language, my voice. Why is that? Oh, thank God. What else is in here? No, Wordsmith is still here. I like how he's so quiet. I feel like it's because he doesn't really... Like, he gets every so often whenever I'm speaking. I know he was having some internet problems. Hopefully he's working on that. Possibly. Blarn. Okay then. Well, next one. Page 13. What do you have for me? Yegos. You know, I want to take that as 5th, so Yegos 5. I like it. Welcome to the star system of Yegos 5. I'll place this star over here. Yegos 5. Alright, what else do you have for me? Flock. Adusu. Adusu. Nej. Nejev. Nejev. Maybe just Nej. The star system of Nej. Nej 7. That's what it's trying to tell me. Jacquet. I like that. Alright. I think we're done with this page. I think I've gotten everything that I want to really from this page. Next page. Page 128. We haven't been here yet. What do you have for me, page 128? Give me something good. Give me something good. Goes. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go with ooh, and Kira. I like that. Or just what do you think? She'll be Alps. Alps. Ilpix. Okay then, I can deal with that. I like that. Ilpix shall be right here. Alright, we'll go ahead and do this. Ilpix. Ilpix. That way it has more of a pronunciation for it. Bakura. I think I want to go with that one as well. I might replace the I for a Y, though. Here. No. Kira. Maybe an H at the end. That could work. Kira. Yeah. No, I can't say I've ever thought about that. Alright, and random. 252, huh? Because I have more important things to think about. Cow's Pit. Cow's Pit. Goku is... You know what? Yo! Gay! Oh man, the gays are here. I love it. But what about Hinari? The star system of Hinari. Oops. There we go. Ah. We'll save that name for the next star cluster. Next star cluster is... What are you? The Near Sector. The cluster of Tibet. By the way, if you guys are wanting to actually go to this world anvil to just check it out, here you go. Here's the link to it. Right there. Anyone who's in chat. Which is literally just you, Gwent. But, there it is. Check out the galaxy of Primus Star. An RPG made by Evil Pig Productions. Go on spacefaring adventures with your friends. Become anything you want to. And everything you could be. Yeah. Okay. Boyu. Boyu. Hey! The planet of Boyu. Alright, well, good night, Gwen. Go and have fun with your dog. Your old doggo. Do people still use the term doggo? Dogi? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, yes. Good. Oh, really? Today's her adoption day. Well, happy adoption. Adoption? Happy adoption, Hashi. I hope that Ian is treating you well. Or Gwent is treating you well. With that. Lots of toys? That's good. Alright, now that I need to select all the names. After this, I want to be done for the night. I have made another galactic cluster, and I'm proud of that. Okay, good. Goodbye. Goodbye, Gwen. You have a fantastic night. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and modify this to expand by 1. Then we're going to go ahead and go back to name backdrops. And go ahead and just get all the name backdrops so that way you can actually see the names. Isn't that fantastic? There we go. We have all of our stars in this system, in this cluster. It's not too many. It's 9 stars in total. But you know what? That's all they really need. Cordia isn't a big kind of system. It's just this. That's all they really need. And I realized each one of these technically is 1 light year. I remember now, because it goes all the way across, and this is 100 light years. And that's what is in the map of the Milky Way. Each one of these is 100 light years. So it's 100 light years for each sector. From here to here is the Milky Way galaxy, which is supposed to be 200,000 light years. So yeah. Is it 200? I still can't remember the length of the galaxy. Not Galaxy S9. No, I want length of the Milky Way galaxy. There we go. 100,000 light years. Okay then. Or about 30 kiloparsecs. Okay. Alright then. Fun little fact then. So our next star system we're going to be working on is going to be the near sector. Not star system. Sector that we're going to be working on is on the near sector. I don't even want to think about working on the star systems whenever it comes time for it. It's going to be so many things. Oh my gosh. All the planets. Okay, but what's that? I think that we are done with this. That's right, asteroids. We still have asteroids to do. That's easy enough. Just getting back to this kind of color, then going back to this, and then getting onto the asteroid brush that I pre-made. And it's all about just throwing it in there. Remember last time? Just let the asteroids take you where they want to go. They're gonna flow through here. You know what? There's gonna be a little as if there's some stars right here that's gonna flow through, and then it's gonna have a little pocket right here. Huge pocket. Speaking of pocket, there's this one restaurant over where I live now called Pockets, and their burgers are fantastic. So good. There's one that I really like to get called the Hillbilly Burger. And it's coleslaw with bacon bits and barbecue sauce, all on a toasted bun, and oh my gosh, it's so good. It'll probably clog my arteries if I eat too many of them, so I do have to have some willpower and not eat it all the time, but oh, it's difficult. It is very difficult. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and just do this string in here. Like it's just flowing through a little bit. Ever so slightly. There we go. You can barely see the asteroids in this area. Barely, but they're there. Don't worry. Don't you worry. More than likely, I'm going to be uploading these streams to YouTube at some point. I know that I've started to upload the game dev streams whenever I'm working on Feline Frontier, but honestly, I feel like these are also game dev streams. I mean, I am working on a game. I'm working on a tabletop RPG. It's not a video game, but it is still a game. So I think I'll be doing that here in the near future. I know that I have been just uploading the entire streams, no highlights or anything like that, no editing. I don't think I really have time for that right now. I mean, I honestly don't really have time to do Evil Pig After Hours right now. I'm way too busy with everything that I've been doing. Moving, work. That brings me to the one thing that I like to talk about all the time. If you guys want to see content more like this, see us working, see Evil Pig After Hours even return more prominent than before, please become a Patreon. Well, become a patron on our Patreon at Evil Pig Productions, or if you're on Twitch, there is a little donate button right below, and you can click on that and you can donate a one-time amount, and that can help us focus more on Evil Pig Productions, doing everything that we love and entertaining you guys, because we enjoy doing that. We want to entertain everyone as much as possible. Life is too short to not be entertained. Believe me, I know that now, and I feel like it's important to find some sort of happiness in life. Well, life is way too short to go through it sad and miserable. So yeah, if you can, anything and everything helps. So thank you so much for everyone who is currently a patron, and everyone who's currently donating. And thank you to those who start donating or becoming a patron today. You're incredible. You're more than we could ever ask for, and you're fantastic people. Alright, so right now I'm gonna go ahead and make this little blockade of asteroids. Sort of like they just kind of got stuck here, and they're gonna flow in a little bit, just slightly. And yeah, there we go. Neopix, and right up here there's gonna be a little pocket of them. Alright, there we go. Alright. Now we'll go ahead and fill these out a little bit more. Make them more beefy, I guess you could say. I know, Wordsmith. I wish you could too. I really do. Just know that I am saying fantastic things, and you know what? You'll be able to hear it whenever everything's done recording and I upload it. You'll be able to hear every single snippet of word that I'm saying. Every snippet of word. You know what? Ignore that. I like space. I just do. I live. I exist. I'm here with you right now. That's all that really matters. That's all that really matters to me. It should be all that really matters to you too. We exist. We are here in this moment, right now. This is where we are. Just enjoy it. Sit back, relax. Let life take you where it needs to take you. thinking. I'm thinking that we are pretty much done with this sector, with this cluster. I'm gonna go ahead and actually really quickly make this whole thing. There we go. There we go. We did it. So let's go ahead and get onto grid and actually mark off the major stars. So we have, what was it again? Visor? Visor? Yeah, Visor. Then we have Ilpix, Viort, Shake, Inari, Nej 7, Gira, Jer, and Yegos 5. So we have everything marked off. So now we can go ahead and just save this. Save the Photoshop file. No! I saved it as the sector template. Oh well, I can fix that. That's easy to fix. Very, very easy to fix. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save this as now. Save on my computer. Save this as, this is the Vampir Sector. We all make mistakes, but we just have to work past them. We have to keep on pushing forward. Determination. That's the primary thing that all humans have going for us. We can be determined. We have to be determined. Everything else doesn't matter. There's so many wasted things, but determination cannot be wasted, as you keep pushing yourself. Vampir Sector. Save it as a pain egg, so that way we can upload it properly. Okay. So we have that now. Now, because I did mess up, now we're gonna have to take this, rename this to names, and now we're gonna have to erase everything essentially. Now, since I did the grid last, the really fun thing about that is I can just do this. Boom. Now I don't have to worry about redoing the grid. So now all I have to worry about is just taking this, renaming this to names, and then taking an eraser, not being on stars, because that would be a silly eraser, and just taking it and erasing everything. Everything that was here, it's gonna go away now. We don't need to worry about it anymore, because we don't need it anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and erase all these major stars, erase this nebula. We're seeing it back whenever we first started, right? It's like a cyclical kind of moment. We're back to the very beginning. We don't need it anymore. Now we just go ahead and save this as, not the Vampir Sector. No, we want sector template. Just that. And boom, we're back to normal. Now we're back to what we actually need it for in the future. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, I think. I think we did good. We got one sector out of the way again. We had one last night, one tonight. More than likely I'm going to work on this again tomorrow. We're going to make another sector. Next sector is going to be the near sector. And I can't wait to make that sector with you guys again. This has been fantastic. With that in mind, I'll go ahead and leave it at that, and I'll see you next time. Stay fantastic, everyone. Bye.